Hi everybody, well I'm just going to make a start on this first door. So I'm going to make a start on the simplest one, but I need to give myself a place to start, if that makes sense, to work to, and this one will be the easiest one. So I'm basically cut a bit of angle out of my there, under there, out of that. And that's going to be the first piece to start with, and then I'm going to use the height off of here as the references, and then once that's set I can then work off of there, you see. Okay, I'll cut the nasty lip off, the flange off, and got the new piece clamped in there, so with it flush to the right height. So now I can just measure off the true cut, the accurate cut along there. So I'm just going to mark that with my nice little permanent marker with a fine tip on it, or relatively fine tip, and then I can cut the other side of that line then, and I should be fairly accurate in theory. So I just know I've got to cut the other side of this line, the up top side of that line. Just a quick note, I'm going to do as much as the welding I can from the inside of the door, so like there's the only sort of material that will be left over after it's all welded is like the burn through, the penetration part of the weld. So in theory there should be less to grind off, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. So I want to leave as much as I can on the bottom of this. I'd rather not grind it off if I can help it on the inside. I shouldn't have to, so if that makes any sense. Okay, so we've got a series of little bitty tacks. Quite a cool setting on the welder, and just a fill it in exercise now. Oh yeah, Saturday morning, still at it. Old metal, template, new metal. Alright. And that patch over there is going to be a bit of a different story if I zoom back out. It's got a depression in it, or an impression in it, whichever way you want to talk about it. Glass half full. So I need to get that shape into it. So I'm just going to do a template and hopefully mark where the shape is. Somehow or other. Mark where the shape is with my thumb, and see if we can do the hammer and chisel trick and get it down in there. It's probably about 3 or 4 mil deep, I guess. It's what, 3/16, something like that. But it needs to be there. I think it forms part of the strength of the door in the corner, probably. So, well, it's going to get one anyway, so that's that. So. Well, it's a bit more complicated than I was expecting. I made like an overlay so I can get the lower part and the upper part. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. I'm struggling to make sense in my own head. So anyway, so I've cut the lump off. It's just getting everything lined up so that I get it in the right place. Yeah, like I say, on this one it's a bit complicated. So I've made up a patch, a template that's the right size, and then because it's got to fold down there as well. I've stuck the tape on to make it too big, I don't know if you can see through the tape, you can see the actual proper patch shape. So I'm going to make it a bit big because I think some of the metal's going to shrink away when I'm bending it. So I'm going to overcut it and then finish off this shape at the end. Once it's all got its shape, that's the plan, I think. Hopefully. Well, I've got a right old mass of lines now, so hopefully I'll remember which way it goes. But I'll put the curve on the back because that's a return angle. So I've got to do the depression or impression, whichever however your cup's filled first, I think, and then bend the downwards bit. Hi guys, well I'm having a bit of a mare with this this little panel because it's got that curve in it, and I always have trouble with a curve on a right angle. It's starting to go and it's just pulling too much on the rest of the panel. It's getting there, and I'm sort of half thinking about persevering, but half thinking, bugger it, I'll just cut it and weld it because it's about twice as quick. That piece went alright, so that's alright. I'm happy with that for that. It is. I don't know if you can see that, if you can make that out, and that is pulling that off the edge as well. So yeah, I'm going to cut that, and then I can shape this panel easier and weld it. That's what I'm going to do. If you can see what I mean now, I can get that welded in and then sort out the downwards piece in a minute. Okay, I got that bit in there now ready for a clean up. When I finished all the patches, it's just a matter of, like here, it's a bit low in places. I'll fill it up with some weld and grind it back down again. The basic shapes there, I'm quite happy with that really. Yeah, nice. All the patches are there, so all the corners are back strong again, and it actually does feel more rigid. Believe it or not, it's surprising how much the corners. Well, it's not that surprising, is it? How strong the corners need to be. But anyway, I've added some spot welds to this. This bracket is what holds the front hinge mount. So I've just added some spot welds just to toughen that up a bit, stiffen that up a bit. Don't know if that'll help or not, but anyway, that's enough for me. It's too late now to be doing any more grinding, so but yeah, no, it's just filling in some of the lows on the sides that will be seen, right there where there's a low in the weld. Just fill them up and grind them back down flat again, and then there's a couple on here as well somewhere. Oh, there's one there. Same sort of thing there. Just generally clean the welds up, so. And then it's that one, but luckily that one's not anywhere near so bad. So. Anyway, it's been fun. Alright guys, catch you later.